Childhood is wanting a variety of different baked sweets and someone telling you no. Adulthood is wanting a variety of different baked sweets and being able to go right to Mickey D's to get every single one you want. Whenever you want.
Get the new glazed pull-apart donut and a 99-cent any-sized iced coffee with pumpkin spice flavor. Sweet. Prices and participation may vary. Limited time only. Iced coffee promo available until 11 a.m.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It's my birthday recently. For my birthday, I got a humidifier and a dehumidifier. Put them in the same room, let them fight it out. Then I filled my humidifier with wax. Now my room's all shiny. I went to a museum where they had all the heads and arms from the statues that are in all the other museums. Trouble going home from there because I had parked my car in a tow-away zone. When I came back, the entire area was gone. So I walked home. Everywhere is walking distance if you have the time. They should iron this. I used to work for the factory where they make hydrants, but you couldn't park anywhere near the place. I used to be a proofreader for a skywriting company. Years ago, I worked in a natural organic health food store in Seattle, Washington, and one day a man walked in and he said, "If I melt dry ice, can I swim without getting wet?" I said, "I don't know. Let me ask Tony." 2 days later, I was fired for eating cotton candy and drinking straight Bosco on the job. So I figured I'd leave the area because I had no ties there anyway, except for this girl I was seeing. We had conflicting attitudes. I really wasn't into meditation. She really wasn't into being alive. I told her I knew when I was going to die because my birth certificate has an expiration date on it. I decided to leave and go to California, so I packed up my Salvador Dali print of two blindfolded dental hygienists trying to make a circle on an Etch-a-Sketch. And I headed for the highway and began hitching. Within 3 minutes, I got picked up by one of those huge trailer trucks carrying 20 brand new cars. Climbed up the side of the cab, and he opened the door, and the guy said, "I didn't have much room in here. Why don't you get in one of the cars in the back?" So I did. He was really into picking up people because he picked up 19 more. We all had our own cars. Then he went 90 miles an hour. We all got...
America's founders knew power corrupts, and ultimate power corrupts ultimately, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. That's why they built in checks and balances to prevent any one group from seizing all power.
And that's why our president is elected by a college of electors to protect the rights of little states like Delaware and Wyoming against giants like New York and California. After all, our country is a republic, the United States of America, not the United State. Our states are independent, sovereign powers who created the federal government, not the other way around.
And that's why all power ultimately lies in we the people and the states, not a central dictatorship of cronies. Did you know that? Thank God for the U.S. Constitution.
Find out more how our amazing Constitution and Bill of Rights protect us, the citizens, against power-crazed politicians in Washington. Help us take back America. Go to ouramericanrights.com. Brought to you by the American Media Council.
What kind of career are you looking for? Do you dream of using your creative talents in the movie business? How about the advertising world? Or would you rather work in fashion? At Academy of Art University, we can help you get the art and design skills and experiences that employers want. Hundreds of top companies in the Bay Area and around the world have hired graduates from the Academy. You'll be trained by professional faculty members that have worked in the industry, so your education is practical and focused on what real-world companies want. You can get your degree at our San Francisco campus or anywhere online. Do what you want to do with your life. Call right now to get more information.
800-811-7913. 800-811-7913. 800-811-7913. That's 800-811-7913.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome back. It's good to have you with us. Rod and Radio continues on a Wednesday, going through the final words of some people who faced capital punishment. By the way, this is not associated with the Derek Chauvin case. He does not face the death penalty. First of all, he was convicted of second-degree murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter. None of them are punishable by death. Now, we'll get back to that in just a minute. Just got to get some more of these.
I have a guess. You had mentioned before we went to the break.
Okay, well, you can just save that for a minute. Okay. Convicted serial murderer Eileen Wuornos' final words before being executed by lethal injection. I'd just like to say I'm sailing with the Rock. And I'll be back like Independence Day.
Oh, boy.
Ay, ay, ay.
Now, George Apple was convicted for murder and got the chair in 1928. And as they strapped him, he said, "Well, gentlemen, you're about to see a baked apple."
Oh, well, at least he had a bit of a sense of humor.
And then he said, "All the ladies love baked apples. Damn, no power outage."
Inmates the way Mom used to make them.
Yeah. Jimmy Glass, convicted of murder in 1987 for robbery and a murder on Christmas Eve, said, "I think this is very true. I'd rather be fishing."
Oh, the baked apple has to
And
take the cake.
of course a woman had to be involved here. Barbara Graham.
Oh, no.
No.
Bloody Babs was her nickname.
Wow.
She was executed in the gas chamber in San Quentin. And she was a drug addict, a murderess, and her two accomplices.
What year was this?
This was 1955.
Oh, okay.
Now, as they put her in the gas chamber, they said, "Now take a deep breath and it won't bother you." And she responded, "How do you know?" And, of course, they made a story about her, and the name of the movie was I Want to Live.
I want to live.
That's
And
a
she
great
said
movie.
her last words were, "Good people are always so sure they're right."
Well,
Well,
yeah.
yeah. Of course.
Now we move off of that fine topic. You didn't get that anywhere else in morning radio, I'm sure. Yesterday, the Derek Chauvin case came to an end. Well, phase one is now at an end. Mm-hmm. I think most of the world was stunned with the verdict. After I heard the verdict, I was also stunned, but I was also worried about how the world was going to respond to it. Were people still going to riot? Was it not enough? Was it too much? Who's going to riot? Are the Black Lives Matters group going to be mad? Are the defund the police people going to be mad? Who's going to be mad? Well, as it turned out, we really had no violence in the country last night. That's great news. We did have some violence as a woman was shot in Columbus, Ohio by a police officer carrying a knife. But murder 2, murder 3, and wow. Now, all three of those sentences can be served concurrently. Now, in most jurisdictions, Second-degree murder is 25 years to life without the ability of parole before the 25 years, but not in the state of Minnesota. It's only 12 and a half years there. I guess you get 2 for the price of 1 there. So basically what we're looking at here is probably a 12 and a half year sentence with parole. So it could be done in like 8 years. Now, is that enough? Now, the other question is, this was a case, I'm going to call this the first 1984 murder trial. Because it was the first time that George Orwell and cameras were such an important part of someone dying. What would have happened had there been film or videotape of the O.J. Simpson murder? What if there had been film, body cams, and all this stuff? Who knows, maybe even the Kennedy assassination. Would it have changed the trial if everybody could see it?
Oh, I think so.
The way that these jurors had to see it. And what effect? There's no question that the prosecuting attorneys made use of the intensity of that video.
The whole world saw it.
It was something that was so dramatic that you almost think they probably could have put a movie score up against it. You know, it had dramatic music that kept building and building and building. Now, you know, if in fact, and I surely hope this never happens to you, if in fact some guys say to you, we want you to drive the getaway car, don't do it. Because if in fact, while you're driving the getaway car, they kill somebody, you're also eligible to be charged with murder. Just driving the getaway car. Wow. Now, the reason I bring that up is there's going to be another trial, and that's of the 3 police officers who were around Derek Chauvin during the time of him basically sitting on the head of Floyd.
I wondered about that.
Now, can these people be charged with murder in the same way that the guy that drives a getaway car can? It sure seems more attached. And part of the law that President Biden was talking about yesterday was this law that says it will be an obligation of fellow officers on the scene to make sure that this police officer doesn't go over the line. I think that's important. It really is. Come back with more after this on
Daybreak USA.
Welcome back. 12 minutes before the hour means we put Ray to work and have her say...
Place your next hour here, sir.
Exactly right. Now, I said at the start of the show that this was a very special day.
Mm-hmm.
And if it was up to you, you would dedicate the whole show to it.
Okay.
Have you figured out the mystery?
Well, I did see, I thought it was a very interesting irony.
Okay, then it's not the right one.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, only that cruise archaeologists have been working, they announced it yesterday, on land where they think a home where Harriet Tubman likely learned how to navigate and survive was discovered
that
in
would
Maryland.
Be something that I thought you should dedicate the whole show to.
Oh, no,
okay.
no.
Just checking.
No, but I thought that, like I said, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
But I thought it was ironic.
I will tell you that this happened in
conviction.
1726.
Oh, right.
Okay? So keep that date in mind.
Okay.
April 21st, 1726. But no, it was not... I couldn't do a whole show on that if the show was 32 seconds long.
I think you could.
I don't think I could.
Oh,
Sorry.
easily.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot.
If you're a
there.
history nerd, oh, easily.
No, this is the ultimate history story.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
we'll
go.
see. We'll be the judge of that, right, Chris?
Joe Biden, after the verdict came out yesterday, called the Floyd family. Now, it's an interesting thing because the judge in this case said something the day before. He did not say it in front of the jury, by the way. That is misconstrued about Maxine Waters. That was said in his office. That was not said in the court of law, that it could cause a mistrial or a retrial. He did not say that in front of the jury, therefore they did not know about it. And obviously, if it doesn't come to their mind, then it doesn't exist. He also said something that I agree with 100%. We saw what happens when you try to mold the courts. He said, I wish politicians would keep their damn nose out of the courtroom.
Yes.
And I agree with that 100%. Unfortunately, it's politicians who nominate the judges. So how could they do that? But he called it a controversy and a crossover of church and state. We always think about that having religious connotations. But when you think about it, it is their territory. Not the executive branch and not the legislative branches. But Joe Biden thought it was proper to call the Floyds yesterday after that. This audio is kind of helter-skelter, but let's play it for you anyway.
It's been a pretty painful week, with the losses we've had, a good friend, S.C. Hastings, which I knew a long, long time, and to lose him is losing a piece of I don't know what, just losing a piece of something. And also, Dante Wright in Minnesota, that god-awful shooting and resulting in his death, and in the midst of an ongoing trial over the killing of George Floyd, and Lord only knows what's happened based on what the verdict will or will not be there. And but we're in the business, all of us meeting today, to deliver some real change. When we took office, having talked with Jim at length about this, every single aspect of, I signed an executive order, every single aspect of our government, including every agency, has as a primary focus dealing with equity. Not a joke. From the beginning, we talked at length about it, Jim. And not only, but we also have an awful lot of things we have to deal with, not when it only comes to police, when it comes to advancing the quality economic opportunity. Cedric always says the thing that he would drive him crazy is that everybody, when we want to talk about equity in the black community, talk about prisons. Well, that's part of it, man, but that's not, it's about income. It's about being able to earn a living. It's about being able to be in a position where you have economic opportunity.
So basically, he actually announced it to the Floyd family, with the exception of Floyd's youngest son, who was in the courtroom. Very interesting stuff. Now, should he have made that call?
What does this have to do with 1725? You said it was something that we could do a whole show on.
But I didn't say it had anything to do with that clip.
No, exactly. But you took me down the 1725 path and you left me there and made a left turn. I have no idea where I'm at here.
Okay, I'll give you a clue. It's a birthday. Okay. And you could do a whole show on it. Okay. But anyhow, that had nothing to do with the clip. So I don't know why you took me there.
Because you took me there first.
Hey, real quick, yesterday, the biggest PR... Good morning, Phoenix, by the way. The biggest PR flub yesterday came from the National Football League with the Las Vegas Raiders. Did you guys hear about this tweet yesterday?
I can breathe, yes.
I can breathe for 2021. Oh, man, are they getting hit from every side of the PR spectrum this morning. And Mark Davis says, nope, that was mine alone, and I'm not taking it down. And he goes, I'm disappointed the Floyd family hasn't accepted this.
Actually, there was a sign up behind a press conference also yesterday that said, I can breathe. I saw that about an hour after the verdict came out. So, is it correct? Let's not be hypercritical of everything everybody does. Rod and Ray are on the radio on.
Do you have an idea for a book? Fiction, nonfiction, or a children's book? We can help you put it together and bring it to market at Dorrance Publishing. We have thousands of testimonials from people just like you that we've helped get their books sold in stores and online. We've even got a service called The Writer's Coach. It's perfect for people that have a book idea in their head and they just need someone to help them put it on paper. Dorrance Book Publishing has been helping people just like you who have a book idea, written or not, for over 100 years. Imagine being counted among the most famous authors in the world with your very own book. Call right now and let us help you turn a book idea into reality. It's easier than you think. You just need a little help. Call us now.
800-876-9035. 800-876-9035. 800-876-9035. That's 800-876-9035.
Hey, travelers. Do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
800-871-3291. 800-871-3291. Again, that's 800-871-3291.
Welcome back. Nice to see your Wednesday morning midweek face. A couple more birthdays for you. Happy birthday to Tony Romo. He was a smart guy. He retired early. He's now 40 years old. A running back. Great name. This is a name I would like to have. Cadillac Williams. Now, you immediately know the guy's fast.
Or big.
Right.
Land yachtish, yeah.
I wonder if he's the sedan or the four-door. Also born on this day, let's see, James McAvoy, the actor, Nicole Sullivan from Mad TV, and King of Queens. And if you were born today, happy birthday to you, and many happy returns of the day.
Yes.
But in history, Ray,
mm-hmm.
the funeral train left Washington with Abraham Lincoln's body on it on this day in 1865.
Wow.
Yes.
Boy, the world sure moved a lot slower then, didn't it?
Well,
not that we were there.
Was he going to come back?
No.
On this day in 1989, the Game Boy was released in Japan. It's only 32 years ago I had a Game Boy.
Yeah, I had a Game Boy.
And on this day in 1986, one of the biggest pawpaws in the history of television. That's right, it was the day that Geraldo Rivera opened the vault that belonged to Al Capone at the Lexington Hotel in Chicago.
Rod, you don't bring... Rod, you son of a bitch! I'm treating you like he did Don Vergino. See what I did there?
Yeah. Yes.
Did you watch that as it happened?
Yes, I did.
Ray?
Oh, yeah, everyone did.
Yeah, so did we. I remember growing up, my mom was like, what the F is this S?
Yeah. And nothing in there except cobwebs.
Then she had to make me watch Too Close for Comfort.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Or, yeah, Three's Company or something was updated. He got like $2 million for that.
Yeah, for bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
kids, sorry. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Capone's house would have been cooler to go to. They had underground tunnels that went under a lake so they could escape the FBI. They didn't escape. The FBI got them. That's Ray. He's Chris. I'm Rod. We thank you for being here today. Invite you back tomorrow. Same time, same station. Have a nice one.
Whoever. Just me.
So then I dropped some garlic and croutons on there, and the rest is salad history. I made the best salad ever, people, and now I'm making the best app. The Caesar Sportsbook app got live in-game betting, parlays, and Caesar rewards. Caesar salad ain't got nothing on my app. Nothing!
Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call, text, or chat 1-888-532-3500. Download the Caesar Sportsbook app. Your app is ready, Emperor.